Thank you so much, Donna. Before we begin, I wanted to have Mary and Tadano come up and make an important announcement about today. And maybe I could just give this to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have a proclamation. I have a proclamation here from the legislative branch of the Arizona government. The legislative proclamation that my husband Jim Shee worked with Representative Mandy Saldate from Tucson to have this proclamation done to honor the Japanese Americans. Whereas the first Japanese immigrants entered the United States May 7, 1943, and whereas the Japanese Americans have enriched the landscape of a growing, diverse America, whereas between 2000 and 2013, the Japanese American population grew by 22%, and whereas according to the 2015 report that was prepared by the Center for American Progress, 48% of the Japanese Americans have attained a bachelor's or higher degree, and the turnout rate among registered Japanese American women in the 2012 election was 89%. And whereas on February the 19th, 1942, Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066, which led to the exclusion of 120,000 Japanese Americans and legal resident aliens from the west coast of the United States, and to the incarceration of the United States citizens and lawful permanent residents of Japanese ancestry in internment camps during World War II. And whereas February 19, 2017 marks the 75th anniversary of the signing of the Executive Order 9066, therefore, the members of the legislature recognize the positive contributions that Japanese Americans have made to the United States in general and to Arizona in particular. That the members of the legislature recognize the historical significance of February the 19th, 1942 as the date on which President Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066, which restricted the freedom of the Japanese Americans, dated the 16th day of February 2017. The Arizona Legislative House will be reading this proclamation on the floor this week, and the Senate. It will be noted into the, what would you call it, the minutes of the legislature. So I thank you.
And thank you again, Jim, for getting that. That's really meaningful. I just wanted to give some remarks that on May 11, 2016, Ted Namba had been planning already for today's events. He wrote to me and Donna an email, which I still have. I have my TED folder, where he shared that he was beginning to make plans to commemorate the 75th anniversary of Executive Order 9066. Now, Ted had been carrying the flag along with Moss and making sure that the JCL Arizona was part of remembering and honoring this history, that it would not be forgotten, and that it should never be repeated. And in this email that he sent to me and Donna, he had written to Lieutenant Governor of Gila River, that was a site of the Gila River prison camps. He'd written to Monica Antone, the daughter of John Antone, who served in the Ira Hayes American Legion chapter with Moss and Oshida. And I'm just going to read his letter, his email. I wanted to pass, and I can't do it in Ted's wonderful, cheerful, always optimistic voice. I wanted to pass this by you to see if JCL could collaborate with GRC to commemorate the 75th anniversary of Executive Order 9066. Just thinking out loud, I was wondering if we could possibly open an exhibit about the Japanese interned at Gila River in the Hukugam Heritage Center. Also, the outdoor kiosks in front of the arts and crafts centers are fading due to the fact that tree shading them died and they're getting extreme sun. He was so practical. Would it be possible to move those kiosks somewhere near the Heritage Center? Finally, with the passing of two of our JCL leaders, Mas Anoshta and Joe Allman, both members of American Legion Post 84, perhaps we could also recognize these two with a plaque somewhere near the center. So you see that Ted was always planning something, if not multiple things. But because Gila River Indian Community was and still is involved in federal lawsuits about the extension of 202 onto its sovereign lands, which violates the treaties, violates the community's sovereignty, unfortunately we were not able to hold this commemoration at Gila River Indian Community, the site of, again, one of the former prison camps. But with the work of Donna Chung, Kathy Nakagawa, Roysan Rubio, who redid all these exhibits, Dig Matsubishi, Doris Asano, Masato Takaguchi, and many other JCL members, we honor Ted's memory and his commitment to ensuring that the lessons of the imprisonment of Japanese Americans during World War II will not be forgotten. And we also used these artifacts to honor all three, Ted along with Joe Allman and Mas Anoshta. Mas and Joe were the ones who first began in earnest the educational tours and the cleanups of the Issei Memorial at Gila River. And they educated so many school children, so many of us, through these efforts. And we honor their efforts for creating such a positive relationship with the Gila River Indian community that still lasts today with the JCL Arizona chapter. So we thank them and keep them in mind as we continue today's events.